That's right, guys. It doesn't matter which feat you use to wake up, as long as you wake up and saying, let's get back here. It's Dinkey King playing as the Japanese in the color yellow. I don't know why it reminds me of Donkey Kong, Diddy King, or one of those characters from Nintendo. We have Give You Anxiety playing as the English in the color purple. Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires forecasted game. We got some action here going on. It's gonna be the barracks. Gonna send the man-at-arms right there into the berries, and he's very lucky because he's kind of like denying two resources at the same time. If you think about it, like he has the gold here, and you know the gold. You know, if you deny the gold, probably can go to the stone as the Japanese to gather that gold. I have seen that before. Is not crazy at all. They can do that. But the problem with this man-at-arm is that it is in range of also the berries, and I was gonna say Diddy King. Dinkey King did a very smart thing. He got the Tawara at the beginning, which is the upgrade to gather extra. You get extra gathering rate from the berry bushes. Does it give you anxiety scouting the map? Oh, he didn't scout. That's very risky for him. He doesn't know where he is. He really doesn't know where he is. Like he's gambling, you know. He's gambling. It's like hopefully he's there. Not like Dinkey King is just gonna go here, and he went for this upgrade so he can just gather, you know, some extra the berries at the beginning, and he doesn't need to use the sheep for now, which you really need as the English. Oh my god, 2 man-at-arms here. It's like he's gonna try to get the gold. Couple of man-at-arms. Classic stuff here, guys. Classic Age of Empires 4 stuff. Oh my god. Are we gonna see a third one? I don't think so, right? That will be very wild. That will be very wild. It's like he's gonna have 5 on gold just to compensate the lack of gold that he's starting with. He's already in a really good spot. Dinkey King forced to go back to the sheep. Despite all these villagers being vegan, they are forced to eat the sheep for now. They cannot gather those berries at the moment. Very solid start for King. Definitely that was a very for King, I mean for Give You Anxiety, definitely gave some anxiety to his opponent. Meanwhile, oh my god, gonna be the Coca Township. This guy's wild. This guy wants revenge, you know. Coca Township basically give you access to Shinobis, which is the ninjas from the Japanese. You cannot get them if you don't go for this landmark. The thing you're missing out is that you don't get the Kura Storehouse, which give you free farms. I believe it's like 12 farms, if I'm not mistaken. It is like 12 farms. And I'm really excited to see the Shinobi in action, because they're really good if you use them well. They're really bad if you use them bad, because those Shinobis are not free. Only the first one is free. The rest is not. So you gotta make some value out of this. Meanwhile, UA is gonna go for the Consing Hall. It's gonna torch that forge. He's having a good time, actually. He's having a really good time. Now, Shinobis are actually very good at dealing damage. I think they have like 20 damage, which is great. Like, they can take these man-at-arms for sure. They're a little bit squishy, but you know, as long as they don't get damage and, you know, just do some damage and run it, they can do fine. Usually they are used for hybrid maps where you can just deny the dogs of the opponent, and it's very good. Very good landmark choice. But in case of Shinobi on the land map, is definitely something that we haven't seen in a while. So I'm very curious about how it's gonna work out for him. Also, those Japanese buildings, they really did a great job. Kind of remind me of my trip to Japan, where I saw a lot of buildings like this. It's like a little bit of... They feel a little bit more modern. I don't know why. Oh my god, these villagers are really... Like... He wants to... Oh my god, Shinobi out there taking out the man-at-arms. Who would think about it? Who would think about it? Shinobi's there to get the man-at-arms. Villagers fighting for their life. Shinobi just watching the villagers die. Oh my god. He decides, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, you show me your worth of my loyalty. I'm gonna go get something for you. Not bad. Not bad. I don't know if he went for this landmark just because he wants to, you know, get rid of the early man-at-arms. If that's the reason, I don't think that's enough reason. I'll be able to get those Lombo man actually. Unfortunately for him, the Shinobis are really squishy when it comes to the damage. But managed to take the first Lombo, which is very good for him. Very, very good. I mean, for the English rush, if you're struggling with the English rush, like, oh, they're always sending those Lombos to my base, I don't know what to do. Stop the reinforcements. Don't, like, right away, stop the reinforcements. Try to deny the momentum that the English have, so that you don't have 1,000 Lombos there. So basically, create an army of yours too. It's very hard to just be naked against the English. Look at the Shinobi. He'll take down the scout. Only one Shinobi actually did a very good job. Took down the man-at-arms, took down the Lombo. This Shinobi, only by this one, already paid himself. Can you imagine you can sabotage? You can come and sabotage this building, but this is in range of the TC, so the Shinobi will die before casting that skill. If you have more than one Shinobi, you can try it, because the TC will target one Shinobi, not... You cannot kill two at the same time. And you can stop the English rush with the Shinobi. So, outposts are already here. So, they're gonna be having some arrow slits in this one. Arrow slits coming here for this one here. Looks like both players trying to macro into the Castle Age. He's not really interested in, you know, pushing with the Lombos, this kind of stuff. He's like, I'm going castle. And I think that's a thing I've seen a lot these games in this season. Like, a lot of people just put a little bit of pressure and then just go Castle Age. And like the feudal wars are not there sometimes, and I kind of miss it. Because what do you do with a feudal army against the Castle Age army, right? I mean, you need to have enough units so that you can, you know, take a knight, for example. Like, if you have like 20 or 30 Lombos, like, you're gonna be able to kite the knight, but... Or, you know, like 10 spearmen. Things like that, like, can actually have some chance against those Castle Age units, so... I really miss the feudal age wars. Let's go back to Inca per minute. King's Palace on the back of the base. I love this position, just because the wood line is a very important resource in this map. Like, both players have a wood line in the back, and just, you know, having the King's Palace here, I mean, a little bit of a defensive position for this wood line, which is gonna be used a lot. It's gonna be used a lot. Look at Shinobi, oh my god. Archers fighting the Shinobi. Shinobi is wild. Shinobi is wild. Managed to deal some damage to the villagers, but didn't take a villager. Yeah, he didn't take any villager. Castle Age already there for Diddy Kong. It's gonna get the knight. Yorashiro already in place, gonna get those knights in 12 seconds. Meanwhile, +1 range armor coming for him. Definitely what you need against the English. He already have some crossbows out, so gonna be having a good time against these Mount Samurais. More Mount Samurai coming. Need a lot of gold at this point, and probably first Auric already being gathered here. I'm not sure exactly where this guy is. There you go. First relic coming home for the Japanese. Always feels good to have a priest as soon as you age up. We got Mount Samurai trying to do some damage, but looks like he's gonna have to retreat, and he's already like less than half HP. He's really wounded, so he won't be able to stay there longer. He's actually going back for healing, probably. Just I really like that play. I really like that play. Like, if you can micro that and you can heal your units and don't lose them, it's pretty good for you. Like the Shinto priest, it's either gonna heal this one or maybe just this guy is just, you know, let me go here. One thing you can do, like if you don't want to move this one by mistake, is to actually put it inside the town center, so that you have garrison units, and when you select your units you don't really use it. So, oh my god, crossbows are already there. And just like that, Mount Samurai didn't manage to kill any villager. This is not looking very good for Dinkey King. GUA already having the farm transition as always, as the English, having some units here and there. Priest gonna get the second relic. Should be feeling pretty good about that. Thinking getting another relic. Knight's gonna try to farm, try to protect those relics here. More crossbow coming for GUA, mixed with spearman. Definitely he has everything he needs here. This is pretty much 2 archery ranges. This is only, you know, one barrack, so that's all he needs for now. Walls coming here for purple. It's gonna be really safe. And the knights will go for another raid. This time these are 4 of them. No +2 range armor, so gotta be careful against those crossbowmen. And looks like, you know what, I don't want the last thing to happen again to me. I'm just gonna retreat for now, and come back again later. More Mount Samurai coming. It's like this one, nobody wants to heal this guy. More relics coming for Dinkey King, which is very good for him. He lost a lot of villagers, so he really needs those relics. Very solid defense from the English. Like, usually you don't see this kind of a style with the English where they just very defensive. But GUA is in a really good position because he's in a second town center. Now his opponent is actually going for a second town center now, but he's ahead on villagers. So the longer the game goes for him, the better it is. And inside GUA's mind, it's like, okay, like my opponent has gone castle, he hasn't gone for a second town center. Meanwhile, I can just stay on my base, and eventually I will have enough resources to build a big army and then just go and kill you, right? What he doesn't know is his opponent has a second town center. He haven't even scouted this part of the map, so there's no way he knows about this for now. Looks like he's going for it now. It's like 13 crossbowmen. We take those. And also, having some man-at-arms in the mix. Meanwhile, Onabugeishas are gonna start in the mix for Dinkey King. And have the Yoroshiro here in the barracks, gonna get those Onabugeishas in 5 seconds. Sacred site gonna be the knight. And the Mount Samurai. Just, oh my god, that's a terrible pathing. You don't want to lose those units like that. Oh my god, this hurts. This hurts really bad. It hurts really bad. Dinkey King lost a big portion of his army. Like, 4 Mount Samurais are no joke. Like, they are really good. And what is left for you is just Onabugeishas. And this army, I think they can take those Onabugeishas. Berries are gonna get denied here. Meanwhile, reinforcement for this outpost, which looks the same actually. It looks the same. Looks a little bit more tankier. Let's take a look at this. 3, 2, 1. There you go. A little bit more tanky. Plus 2 range armor finally coming for Dinkey King. Having those villagers inside the tower. He's not really having a good time when you have the English next to your base. Let's take a look at his vision. He has a stack out here just to make sure, like, see the reinforcements, but looks like units are coming to another side of the map. He's actually going for the deer, and that's gonna be devastating for Dinkey King. His food's gonna get denied, therefore, you know all his units are just not gonna work. Yoroshiro is in the hands of this priest. He's deciding where to put it. It's like the deer got denied here. More villagers going down for Dinkey King. Priest gonna try to get that. I think he's going for that relic. Or maybe he's just running for his life. Single knight will deal with that Lombo, but now the army is here and he's in a really hard situation, and that's the problem with not going for the good storehouse. Like, you don't have the food economy that you need. You're starting to food farms now, but your army is getting lower and lower. And you know, this is 32 army units for him, 26, but these are 26 on Abugashas. They're just like, you know, they are really squishy. Just as easy as they come, easy they go. You're gonna be careful not to lose them. So obviously they work really good in big numbers, but this is definitely not like a high quality value army. You want to mix some samurais, you want to mix some Mon samurais, and then you're gonna be having a great time. It looks like this is an army that can take down finally GUA's harassed army. Get those knights, getting those crossbows on Abugashas. Gonna be able to deal with those crossbows really fast. Look at how fast they attack. +2 attack coming for the Onabugashas. You really need that one. But now GUA is pumping units. I already have 4 barracks, have the council hall. Economy is blossoming here inside his base. He's gonna take down that outpost, and he's just gonna be sending more and more units, more man-at-arms coming for him, and it's just gonna be really hard for Dinkey King with those Onabugashas. Starting to mix some samurais. That's he has Odachi. I think it says Odachi. Is like +4 attack for, you know, all these infantry units, which is great for him. No town center upgraded, so there is no way he can get the Bannerman. And the Bannerman will help a lot in this situation. I mean, it's a lot of extra attack for all those units, so you need to be... You cannot ignore that. Look at how tanky these man-at-arms are. Like, it's just gonna be man-at-arms against man-at-arms. More farms coming for him. Definitely not the right time to put the farms. Look at how tanky it is. This is pretty much the last samurai. Still pumping units non-stop. Full man-at-arms here. Market gets filled. He needs some resources. Dinkey King is, despite having been raided a lot, I mean, he lost a lot of villagers, but he has his food economy in place. No upgrade for the town center, so these farms are not gonna be as good as they should be. But the problem is his army, because against those man-at-arms, you really need crossbows. And Onabugashas are just not gonna make it, and now he's just going for you. Town center not upgraded, so these guys are just gonna laugh at the damage of the town center. Siege workshop coming soon. No more Yoroshiro for him, apparently. Only two Yoroshiros. Probably we'll see another priest. I'm thinking about putting him in the siege workshop. Like, at this point, you really need like a lot of mangonels. And we see the landmark that has been forgotten for so long, for so many years. It's gonna be the Wingard Palace. More harass units coming. Look at this base. It's unraidable, man. Unraidable. Just as I say this, like, this guy is raiding, right? Well, looks like Dinkey King knows about the landmark. Not yet. He's about to know soon. Already on Imperial Age. X getting closures, plus 2 range armor. It won't matter. He taps out. Well played by these two players. Hopefully you enjoying this match, and I will see you in the next one.